The Odyssey is here and I'm so excited. If you're unfamiliar with The Odyssey, it's essentially about a man trying to get home. That's actually the simplest way to describe this story. So if you are someone who wants to go in completely blind into Christopher Nolan's new movie, that little tiny blurb is all you need. But if you do want to know more about this world, I am here to provide a spoiler-free table setting, if you will. So please, have a seat. So who is Odysseus? Odysseus is the titular character in the story of the Odyssey, and if you've seen the cast list, you know that he's being played by Matt Damon. This guy, he's not a hero. He is deeply problematic, and I'm really hoping that that comes across in the new movie. So Odysseus is the king of Ithaca, and he's trying to get home to be with his beloved wife, Penelope, played by Anne Hathaway, and his beloved son, Telemachus, played by Tom Holland. Where has he been? That's a great question. He's been away fighting in the Trojan War for 10 years. So what was the Trojan War? So the Trojan War started when a little bitch prince of Troy named Paris kidnapped the wife of another man. This man is a king in another region of Greece, and his name is Menelaus, and his wife, the queen, is named Helen. So how this happened was Paris and his brother Hector were being hosted by Menelaus in his kingdom. And as soon as Paris saw Helen, he fell in love and he whisked her away to Troy. Naturally, Menelaus was furious at Paris, and with the help of his brother and a huge army, he decides to invade Troy. So what does this have to do with Odysseus? So unfortunately for the Trojans, Odysseus, along with thousands of other men, swore an oath that they would protect the marriage of King Menelaus and Helen. So when Paris kidnapped Helen, Odysseus had no choice but to join Menelaus and his brother Agamemnon in their quest to get Helen back and to wage war on Troy. So who won the Trojan War? The Greeks won the Trojan War, which included characters like Achilles, Agamemnon, Menelaus, and of course, Odysseus. A lot of Greeks were killed in that war, including Achilles, but not Odysseus. He survived, and the Odyssey is his epic quest to get back home, to reunite with his beloved family, and to regain his kingdom of Ithaca that he left behind. So how do the gods fit in? I'm really glad you asked this question because the gods are crucial to Odysseus' story. One of the main reasons why Odysseus' journey home to Ithaca is so long and painful, and why the movie is like almost 3 hours in length, is because the gods are mad at Odysseus after the way he behaved in Troy. He was a really naughty boy. He did a lot of horrible things, but the most horrible thing he did, by far, was design the Trojan horse. And the Trojan horse was ultimately used to trick the Trojans into opening their gates, which was the final nail in their coffin. Odysseus essentially used the Trojan horse to get his men inside the gates of the city, which basically led to, him and his men just looting everything and murdering everyone inside. The gods saw Troy as like this sacred city, so what Odysseus essentially did was commit sacrilege. Like, it was seen as a direct insult to the gods. And so, Odysseus wins the war, but at a massive, massive cost. He's now hated by most of the gods. And so we're gonna see the manifestation of that fury play out in the new movie. And that's basically everything you need to know about the Odyssey. All right, I'm gonna go watch it now. Bye.